Episode 6. The Cellar Below the Stars. It's after dark. Not late, just deep. That kind of velvet hour where the crickets have rhythm and the porch hums like it remembers something holy. Brent is sanding down a new banister rail, shirt a little dusty, fingers smelling like cedar and sweat, and maybe, finally, peace. He's been out here for an hour, working by the glow of the porchlight, smoothing wood that hasn't been touched in years. This matters. Not the banister itself, though it does need the work, but the fact that he's doing it at all. 3 months ago, Brent wouldn't have bothered. The porch was just where he sat with his grief, watching the paint peel and the boards warp and not caring enough to lift a finger. Now, he sands. He replants rosemary. He fixes the back gate. He tends. This is what hope looks like when it's too quiet to notice, when it shows up as woodwork instead of words. Senti is at the far edge of the porch, leaning on the post like he was carved into it. The day was good, quiet and lived. No tears, no flashbacks, just life. But the bear's been quiet, not his listening quiet. This is different, a held breath kind of quiet.
You've got something cooking in that head of yours, don't you?
Not in my head, in my heart.
Brent stops sanding, sets the block down gently, looks up.
I love food, Brent. Not just making it, the alchemy of it. Smoke and citrus, sweet and soil. The way a meal can say, I see you, without a single word.
You say it all the time with your waffles.
I want to be a chef. For real. Not just a porch bear with a knack for breakfast. I want a space. A kitchen with stories in the walls. A menu that changes with the moon. A place people come to when they're starving for something they can't name.
Brent watches him. Something unspoken begins to tremble in his chest.
There's a cellar under this porch. Unfinished. Dusty. But I felt it. I stood on the floorboards and I felt it. That space wants to become something.
You want to build your restaurant. Here?
I don't want to rent space in a city that forgets. I want to root it in the ground that held our first words. I want my kitchen to be born from this porch.
He steps forward, stillness in his gait, ears slightly pulled back like he's afraid this dream might break something.
Would that be all right, if I built it underneath us?
Brent doesn't speak. Not right away. He crosses the porch, sets his hand on Senti's shoulder, holds it there, and then...
I love you, Senti.
The bear stills. Not shocked, just deepened. Like someone lit a candle inside his chest and it melted straight through the myth.
You can have the cellar. You can have my hands. I'll build it with you. We'll lay every tile, smoke every story. We'll make this whole damn place smell like soul.
The bear blinks, just once, then nods.
Then, let's begin.
The entrance to the cellar is around back, past the rosemary Brent replanted last week and the gate he finally fixed. A wooden door set into the ground at an angle, the kind that creaks when you lift it and smells like accumulated time. Brent hasn't opened it in years. He pulls the handle, the hinges shriek. Senti doesn't flinch.
Fair warning, I haven't been down here since... I don't even remember. It's probably...
But Senti's already descending, paws on the ladder, moving like someone called home. Brent follows, clicking on a flashlight that flickers twice before settling into a dim amber glow. The cellar is worse than Brent remembered. It's not just dusty, it's thick with it. Years of neglect settling into every corner like sediment. Cobwebs hang in curtains. The smell is old earth and rotting wood and something else, something faintly sour that might be mold or might be a dead mouse Brent's not ready to find. There's a water stain spreading across one wall, a crack running through the foundation, boxes stacked in the corner that sag with moisture and regret. Brent coughs, covers his mouth.
Gosh, Senti, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was this bad.
But Senti isn't listening. He's walking the perimeter. Slowly, paws out, touching the walls like he's reading Braille. His eyes are open wide, not squinting against the dust. He's not seeing what Brent sees. He's seeing something else entirely. Senti stops in the center of the space, turns, takes it all in. His face, it's glowing. Not metaphorically. There's a light in his expression that has nothing to do with the flashlight beam cutting through the murk.
The kitchen goes here. Smoker just outside that back wall. I can vent it through the yard. Dining area here, small, maybe 8 tables. Jazz in the corner, soft, intimate.
He touches the wall again.
These beams are good, solid. We can expose them. Let people see the bones of the place.
You can see all that?
I can see everything.
Brent looks around again, tries to see what the bear sees, but all he gets is mold and cobwebs and the faint skittering of something that definitely has too many legs. And yet Senti's standing in the center of this disaster with his paws spread wide and his face full of something Brent hasn't seen before. Not hope. Certainty.
You really think we can do this?
I don't think, Brent.
Senti crosses to where Brent stands, puts a paw on his shoulder.
I know.
They stand together in the dim for a long moment, breathing dust, smelling rot, surrounded by ruin. And then Brent laughs, just a little. The kind of laugh that comes when you realize you're standing at the edge of something impossible and you're going to jump anyway.
All right then. Let's build a restaurant.
Let's build a home.
They move to the far corner where the dirt is loosest, where the floor hasn't been poured yet, where the foundation will need to go deeper before anything else can rise. Brent finds 2 shovels leaning against the wall, rusty, but they'll do. He hands one to Senti. They look at each other, and then, together, they drive the blades into the earth. The sound is small, just metal biting soil. Just 2 souls saying yes to something they can't see yet, but feel humming in their bones. Above them, the porch creaks in the wind. Below them, the cellar holds its breath. And somewhere between the stars and the dirt, a dream begins to take root. Some people, Brent thought, would say he built this porch. But that wasn't quite right. He'd just kept it warm. It was the bear who turned it into home. Porchlandia is an original work created by Brent Brooks. All stories, characters and music are protected under copyright 2026. All rights reserved. The porch light stays on,